Alright, good evening ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight, the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. Round number 9, race number 1. They come to Lakeland, Florida, here at the longest dirt track we have on the service, USA International Speedway qualifying. Done and dusted here. We're getting set for heat racing competition. We'll quickly have a look at our top 10 qualifiers. Craig Dunn went quick time. Jason Nygaard, Weston Newell, David Harleman, Chris Brenner, Stephen Hill, Lewis Stewart, Michael Sheridan, Anthony Lepresto, and Braden Isle rounded out the top 10. We get set for 3 heat races here this evening. And let's take a look at our Citigroup Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole and going quick time this evening, keeping the great run that he's had this week so far in the 057. In the team setting, Citigroup Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Art Paints, it's Craig Dunn. On the outside of the front row, in car number 14, the team VLR.com, TAC 3 Defense, down under graphics, 14, it's David Heileman. Inside row number 2, in the TTL Esports, Ash Media Speedway footage, down under graphics, Hyper Stimulator, Harm Tube Suspension, Star Designs, Ultimate Dirt TV. It's the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. To his outside in the Black Diamonds Motorsports, 005, Hammerdown TV, Ultimate Dirt TV. It's Braden Isla. Inside row number 3, Braden Isla's teammate in car number 36 in the Black Diamonds Motorsports, Hammerdown TV, Ultimate Dirt TV. It's Nathan Davis. Starting out of position number 6 in the team Citigroup Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints, car number 37, it's Zane Scott. And our final row for the opening heat race of the night tonight, out of position 7 in the SteelCycle.com entry in car number 5, it's Brandon Steele. And to his outside in the LDM in the Linda's Digital Motorsports, car number 11, it's Zach McLaughlin. As we get set for the opening heat race of the night here at USA, we thank you for joining us here on Ultimate Dirt TV. We're live on the Facebook and our YouTube channel. And g'day to Lisa and Robbie in chat. Can you go shout out? Let us know where you're watching from. Here we go, green flag.
Green.
Underway, the opening heat race of the night. Heileman and Hewitt race side by side down into 1 and 2. Heileman on the top side of the racetrack gets the run. Craig Dunn continues to lead through turns 3 and 4 at the moment. Hewitt trying to fight on the inside here on Heileman now. He can't make the pass. Keep an eye on Braden Isla back down position 4. Oh, we got a car in the wall. I think it's Brandon still in the 5 car. It is. Watch these cars come down the front straight away into turn number 1 and 2. Hewitt once again trying to fight back on David Heileman. At the moment, all the drivers are on the top side of the racetrack. It should blow off later on in the race, or come feature time anyway. Hewitt's got a run on Heileman. Heileman almost squeezed him up into the wall, but Heileman, he took evasive action. Now Heileman going to try and throw a slider on Hewitt. No, Hewitt around the outside. So Australia 1 and 2. Here in heat race number 1. Heileman in position 3. Don't count him out just yet. Come feature time, we know what he's capable of. Hewitt now getting a run on Craig Dunn into turn number 3 and 4. Dunn moved up the racetrack. Oh no, Hewitt into the wall. Well, he loses about 6, 7 car lengths right now, and Hardeman dove to the inside into turn number 1 and 2. Highlight slowly starting to press a third place runner, David Hardeman, into turn number 1 and 2. 2 car lengths away from him right now, so keep an eye on the battle for the race lead. Coming into 3 and 4, the 2 laps to go here on the opening heat race of the night. Dunn running the slide job line into turn number 1 and 2. Car's just a little bit loose coming off turn 2. White flag is out the final time here in heat race competition. Zach McLaughlin, a retiree here in the opening heat race of the night as well. Here comes Heilemann now. Getting a run on Hewitt down into 3 and 4. Heilemann with a slide job on Hewitt. Who's going to have it at the line? Oh, Heilemann! He caught the wall. And it picked up the front end, and that cost him second spot. Dunn with the win. Hewitt, Heilemann, Isla, Davis. Top 5. So we get set for heat race number 2. Let's take a look at our Steady Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole, heat race number 2 in the Team City Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paint. It's the 22 of Jason Nygaard. On the outside of the front row, at a position 2 in the UW Motorsports, Wicked Cushion, Next Gen Fab, Colby's Eye Paint, Ultimate Dirt TV, number 70, it's Chris Brenner. At a position number 3 in the UW Motorsports, Colby's Eye Paint, Wicked Cushion, Next Gen Fab Ultimate TV number 15, it's Michael Sheridan. Outside the second row, in car number 21, it's Sean Wallenfels Jr. At a position number 5, in car number 31, in the CNC Designs, it's Tyson Landis. At a position number 6, in the Dirt Track and Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Bluesfield Corporation, Wicked Cushion, car number 93, it's Chris Roberts. At a position 7, in car number 23, it's Kyle Atkinson. Kyle Atkinson in the 23 at a position 7. At a position number 8, in car number 94, it's Parker Davis. Parker Davis in the 94 at a position number 8. So once again, make sure you check out the social media information here for Ultimate Dirt TV. Check us out on Facebook if you're watching on YouTube. Go to facebook.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the like and follow button if you're watching on YouTube. YouTube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit the subscribe button, doesn't cost you anything. And make sure you hit the thumbs up on the video as well. Second heat of the night, round number 9, race number 1 to the Wicked Cushion World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. See how big this racetrack is. 3/4 of a mile. What can Nygaard do here? Qualified second quick in the 22. He's got control of the field.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out and we're underway here in heat race number 2. Oh no, Wallenfels Jr. upside down. Yellow flag is out. I believe he's in the Black Diamonds Motorsports interest. Take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. On board with Sean Wallenfels Jr. Take a look at a few different angles on that one. Not really going to show an angle here. Alright, green flag. Next time by. So tonight's heat race, all yellows controlled by, all the yellows tonight controlled by iRacing. However, come feature time, yellow laps won't count. So Nygaard will resume this race in pole position. Chris Brenner in second. Third is Michael Sheridan. Let's take a look as they go through turn number 3 and 4 at the moment. And Chris Roberts, I know it's a bit late, but there's a coldie just for you.
Green flag, green flag.
Brenner into the wall, into 1 and 2, and Landis picks up 2 positions, getting on by the teammate. But Brenner now going to fight back on the outside. Landis on the bottom side of the racetrack. Slides up to the middle of for turn number 4. Now he goes down low again into turn number 1 and 2. He leaves the top open for Brenner. How about Jason Eichen? How about Tyson Landis running 1-2? Beating a couple of pro drivers at the moment. Yellow flag. And we got the 94 of Parker Davis. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaints instant replay here. See what happened to the 94. Oh, in fact, wasn't. Well, it all started with the 23 of Kyle Atkinson, sorry. I just overdrove it into 1 and 2, so some rear end damage on that car. You see Parker Davis clicking the inside wall and catching the left rear there of Sean Warnerfeld Jr., who does a complete 360. But unfortunately for the Black Diamonds Motorsports driver, he finds himself back in pit road, and it's never a good sight. Sean Warnerfeld Jr., he's always to the front in the feature race. He just never has any luck come main event time. So we'll have a 1-lap shootout for the second heat of the night. Now, if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, let us know who you're cheering for. Let us know where you're watching from as well. So, we've also just uncovered some new profile picture and new cover photo for the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook and YouTube channel as well. Big thanks to Evil One Graphics for coming up with the design on that. And make sure you check out Evil One Graphics on Facebook over and show your support. Give them a like and a follow. Here we go. Heat race number 2. The white flag about to be displayed.
Green flag, green flag.
The green and white thrown at the same time. 4 turns to go for Jason Nygaard. Can he hang on to start on the outside of the front row? Landis in second. Brenner in third. Through turns 3 and 4 right now. He's going to get a heat win. He's going to start on the outside of the front row for tonight's main event. Jason Nygaard gets the win, home in second. Tyson Landis, third, went to Chris Brenner. Fourth was Michael Sheridan. Fifth was Chris Roberts. And then we had our 3 DNFs here in heat race number 2. We get to have a look. Steady Group Holdings, starting grid for heat race number 3. Starting on the pole in the team Steady Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion, 222. It's Weston Newell. Weston Newell on the pole in the 222. Thanks, Robbie. So he's outside his teammate in the 127 in the team Steady Group Holdings, Wicked Cushion. Colby's R Paints, it's Stephen Hill. Couple of another teammates make up the second row on the inside out of position number 3 in the UW Motorsports. Wicked Cushion, Colby's Eye Paints, Ultimate Dirt TV, Next Gen Fab. It's the 57 of Anthony Lepresto. And his teammate to his outside out of position 4 in the 51, it's Jeremy Zarfos. Out of position 5, the 71 of Brody Wilhelm. Brody Wilhelm in 71 out of position 5. At a position 6 in the Martin Webbo Graphics car number 024 Martin Webbo Farm car, it's Ryan Martin. Our 7th starter for tonight. In the Dirt Track and Bastards, Dirty Old Bastards, Blue Sphere Corporation, Wicked Cushion, car number 77, that's Aaron Schaefer. At a position number 8 in car number 18, it's Jonathan Fleege. Jonathan Fleege in car number 18. Jonathan, I apologize if I got the name wrong. 10 laps, final heat of the night. And we'll get into the first of our first 25 lap main events here this evening. Weston Newell and Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill in a new colour tonight. Anthony Lepresto, Jeremy Zarfos.
Green, green, green.
Green flag is out and we're underway here in heat race number 3. Newell leads through 1 and 2. Hill in second. Zarfos into the wall. Lepresto in third. Car a little bit all over the shop down the back straight away. Brody Wilhelm in the 71. Stephen Hill into the wall. He loses 1. 2 spots up the line. Hill trying to work back on the outside. Martin watching the battle between Wilhelm and Hill for 3rd and 4th. Martin back there in 5th. 6th is Aaron Schaefer. Seeing Weston Newell out in front at the moment. Lepresto trying to run him down. Here comes Stephen Hill with a big move. In 3 and 4. The right front caught the left rear just a little bit. And it got the 127 just a little bit sideways. Martin trying to get on the inside of Wilhelm in the 71. Wilhelm a little out of shape. Off for turn number 2 and down the back straight away. Here comes Martin. Diving back to the inside in the 024. 4 laps complete. 6 laps left to go. Here in the final heat race tonight, Stephen Hill for the 2nd time in the race has gotten the wall in turns 1 and 2. The race leader is Weston Newell. Got a bit of a gap to Anthony Lepresto. If you look at the gap, just under a second, just under 9/10 of a second. That time bypassed the flag stand. We watch Stephen Hill in 3rd. Brody Wilhelm in 4th. In the 71. Ryan Martin back there in position 5. Then you go back to Aaron Schaefer and Jeremy Zarfos in 7th. And of course Jonathan Fleege in 8th position with a DNF here at the moment. Battle on for 3rd, 4th and 5th right now. Although they are single file, they're a lot closer. 2.5 to go for the triple two down the back straightaway off of turn number 2. Western Newell continuing to lead every lap here in heat race number 3. We can just pick up 2 more laps here without losing a spot to Lepresto. He will start position 3 in tonight's main event. Lepresto looking like he's going to start position 6. Hill, Wilhelm and Martin. Once again, they're a little close in 1 and 2. Looks like they're a lot closer through the turns than what they are down the straightaway, and the white flag is out. 1 more lap around the USA International Speedway for the triple two. And let me tell you, it looked like the 57 of Anthony Lepresto was closing the gap. But into turn number 3 and 4, heat race number 3 belongs to Western Newell. He gets the checkers, home in 2nd. Going to be Anthony Lepresto. 3rd went to Stephen Hill. 4th, Brody Wilhelm. 5th was going to be Ryan Martin, Aaron Schaefer, Jeremy Zarfos, and Jonathan Fleege. Heat racing competition done. Now it is time for the main event. Let's take a look at our SETI Group Holdings starting grid. Starting on the pole in the 057, it's Craig Dunn. So he's outside the 22 of Jason Nygaard.
Let's get ready to rumble!
At a position 3, it's the triple two of Western Newell. So Team SETI cars line up 1, 2, and 3. At a position 4, it's the 3 of Lewis Hewitt. At a position 5, the 31 of Tyson Landis. At a position number 6, the 57 of Anthony Lepresto. At a position 7, the 14 of David Heilemann. At a position 8, the 70 of Chris Brenner. At a position 9, the 127 of Stephen Hill. At a position number 10, the 005 of Braden Eiler. At a position 11, the 15 of Michael Sheridan. At a position 12, the 71 of Brody Wilhelm. At a position 13, the 36 of Nathan Davis. At a position number 14, the 93 of Chris Roberts. At a position 15, the 024 of Ryan Martin. At a position 16, the 37 of Zane Scott. At a position 17, the 23 of Kyle Atkinson. At a position 18, the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. At a position 19, the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. At a position 20, the 94 of Parker Davis. At a position 21, the 51 of Jeremy Zarfos. And at a position 22, it's the 5 of Brandon Steele. At a position 23, the 21 of Sean Wallenfeld Jr. At a position 24, it's the 18 of Jonathan Fleege. The first race of round number 9 of the Wicked Cushion 410 World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series presented by Dirty Old Bastards. It is time to get after it. "25 laps on the board here at USA. Team SETI occupy the first 3 positions. Can they keep it for 25 laps? We'll find out. Green flag is out, and we are underway here at USA.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Well, we don't make it through 1 and 2. We've got the 005 of Braden Eiler, unfortunately upside down. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. Oh, unfortunately just got came down the racetrack. He was actually hooked by his teammate. Eiler just slowed up just a little bit. I was just trying to take it easy through 1 and 2, and unfortunately you can see just the Nathan Davis there. Got a little bit of piece of the action of his teammate, obviously not intentional. I mean, he did check up, but just carried too much speed down the front straightaway. Unfortunately for Braden Nyla. Now that's going to be his opening race done and dusted. Unless they somehow manage to get that car repaired, but even then. So we'll see the white flag out at lap number 28. Alright, lights out on the pace truck. Here we go, getting set to go back to green flag racing conditions here at USA. Craig Dunn, Weston Newell, and Jason Nygaard still the top three. It's a Team SETI with a podium lockout at the moment. Still 24 laps left to go. Tyson Landis very impressive on the bottom side. Oh, Hewitt and Landis had contact, and Hewitt pulls a massive wheel stand, and he saves it somehow. Oh my god! This is going to be a replay to watch. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaints instant replay here. Look at the wheel stand. The wheels are picked up, and then he saves it left, right, and then wheel stand again. Whoo boy! Take a look, Landis running the bottom. Just both drivers fighting for the same bit of real estate there. And unfortunately for Landis. Take a look at our Colby's iPaint, just a replay from different angles here at USA. Unfortunately, the front end stuck in the wall, and that's not how Tyson wanted to finish that one. Another look from track cam point of view. So the wheel stand there from Hewitt, and once again they made contact, and how he was able to get away with that one, I'll never know. White flag coming out lap number 31 here for the opening race of round number 9. Craig Dunn, Weston Newell, Jason Nygaard, David Heilemann, Anthony Lopresto, Stephen Hill, Chris Brennan, Michael Sheridan, Nathan Davis, Lewis Hewitt. Round out the top 10. Green flag is back underway here at USA. Oh, Weston Newell into the wall. He loses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He loses a ton of ground. He's almost going to go. He does go. He loses 15 spots in the process. And yellow is out again, and we try and find the culprit here on the 77 of Aaron Schaefer. Slowing here. Oh no, it was Ryan Martin. Jeremy Zarfos. Yeah, unfortunately, Braden, that sucks, but let's take a look on board with Ryan Martin. Just turned it in a little too early. And unfortunately for Ryan Martin, the 024. We get to see him just turn in a little bit too early. And Jeremy Zarfos catching the raw end of a deal on that one. So you must say already claiming a number of drivers so far here in the opening couple of laps of this main event. And don't forget race number 2 up next on the program. So we're listening to race control. I believe we'll have white flag lap number 34. We'll just be telling him just to try and calm down and let's get a few laps in.
We're on the green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag lap 34. Let's try and get some laps in, guys.
I know what he's going to say before he even says it. So, unfortunately for Western Yule, he goes from 2nd to 15th. He was 2nd to 17th, but due to Martin and Zarfos getting together there, that's going to put him up to position 15. So now your top 5 look like this. Craig Dunn still the race leader. David Heilemann, Jason Nygaard, Anthony Lopresto, and Michael Sheridan. So essentially only 3 laps complete, 3 yellows. So our race control would have told him just to settle down a bit and let's get some green flag laps in here at USA. Long racetrack, it could be a long night for these drivers. Oh no, Lopresto now. Upside down, and that is a hard hit. And the 57. Well, like somehow the car's still on all fours, and well, that's going to be his night done and dust. We take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay here. Well, another shake-up for the top 5, or second on back anyway. Still Craig Dunn, who's led every lap. They say the pace truck has led more laps than Craig here tonight, unfortunately. So 2 to green. So white flag out at lap number 37 now. So 4 complete, 21 to go. Once again, if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like and follow button. Make sure you check out Wicked Cushion, Dirty Old Bastards on Facebook and click the link in the title description. And of course, if you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You're watching in 1080p. And don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the video as well. Green flag back out on the racetrack. Here we go. 4 down, 21 to go. Fifth time's the charm, hopefully. Now David Heilemann on the outside of Craig Dunn down the back straightaway. But Dunn continues to work the bottom side of the racetrack using the slide job line through turns 3 and 4. Officially 5 down right now. 20 remain. The teammates Sheridan and Brenner battle it out for 3rd and 4th. Brenner's got the run on the top side of the racetrack with Sheridan hanging with him down low right now, I must say. Oh, that was close. Brenner got a little loose coming off turn 4 down the front straightaway. It almost got into the right rear of Michael Sheridan. Now here comes Heilemann on the inside of Craig Dunn. And David Heilemann in the TAC 3 defense. TeamVLR.com down under graphics number 14. In fact, I believe he's got OSR Network on the top of that wing as well. Joe White does a fantastic job. Check out him on Facebook as well. Sheridan now on the inside of Craig Dunn into turn number 3 and 4. They race side by side down the front straightaway. Dunn falling back to 3rd now. But now here comes Brenner. Oh no, Craig Dunn into the wall. And there's going to be a meatball flag for that. 0.57, and man, that is some hard luck. He's trying to stay low, trying to let all the guys just get on by. Heilemann, Sheridan and Brenner, your top 3. Then you go to Roberts and Stephen Hill rounding out the top 5. Lewis Hewitt back there in position 6 now. $15 to go, and here comes Brenner on Heilemann into 1 and 2. Brenner a little out of shape, loses a lot of ground to David Heilemann down the back straightaway. Heilemann this time goes low, Brenner goes high, and you see Sheridan just trying to peek to the inside and keep an eye on the 93 of Chris Roberts. The gutter rat himself right on the bottom. The yellow is out. Oh, it's Lewis Hewitt there. Lewis Hewitt in the 3. Let's take a look at our Colby's Eye Paints instant replay. A little bit of a Liam Williams there on. I kid. That's Brandon Steele there, just catching the inside. Oh. Getting the run on Hewitt. You see how out of shape Hewitt is there coming off turn 4. And Steele must have thought he was going high. But Hewitt just, well, he's entitled to run that line. So unfortunately for Hewitt, he's still able to circle. He must be the luckiest, unluckiest guy I know. So we finally got a good amount of green flag laps in, and I think we're going to have about 12 or 13 to go.
Up, single file, white flag lap 40. The leader may fire anytime after the truck pulls off when they reach the first red line up.
So 13 to go. 13 to go when we get the green flag this time by. It's David Holloman, Chris Brenner, Michael Sheridan, Chris Roberts, Stephen Hill, your top 5. And you go to Brandon Steele, Brady Wilhelm, Weston Yull, Nathan Davis, Zane Scott, Sean Mornfelds Jr., Lewis Hewitt, Aaron Schaefer, Jason Nygaard, Jeremy Zarfos, Kyle Atkinson, Craig Parker Davis. Our 17 cars left in this one.
Green's out. Green flag.
13 to go here at USA. Sheridan shut the door on Roberts. Now look at Stephen Hill working to the outside in the 127 in the blue and white machine. Roberts now to the inside on Sheridan. Battle for the race lead. Brenner on the low side. Harleman on the top side. If you can keep your car as straight as you can, coming off the top of turn number 2 and 4, you carry so much speed, you just wonder whether the bottom side is going to come back in.
Yellow flag is out.
And yellow is out again. Oh, we got Sheridan, Hewitt involved in that one again. Let's take a look at our Colby's iPaint's instant replay. Hewitt had nowhere to go on that one. He was trying to... So let's see what happens here. Oh, yeah, Stephen Hill just... You see, catching the wall on the exit of turn 4. He gets the wall. There. Sends the car down into Sheridan. Sheridan trying to hit the brakes and trying to power back out of it. And let's go on board with Lewis Hewitt here on this one. Running the bottom side, about the bottom side. Well, he goes to take evasive action. And he's still circulating. Let's see if he goes to the pits. It's taken him 3 hits to get there. So I think we're going to have 10 to go at the line when we go back to green flag racing conditions. We'll listen into race control again. Pretty sure that's the way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. It'll be a little Nolan. We're not riding on any ponies, that's for sure.
If it's only under yellow. So we're going to restart with 10 to go.
Okay, confirmation, 10 to go at the resumption of this one. A reminder, we're not done with just yet. After this race, we take probably about a 5 to 10 minute interval to let the server launch. And then they'll have another 15 minutes of practice, and when the practice ends, we're going to go live again. So generally in about half an hour is when we're going to be live, half hour to 35 minutes. And we'll be live again here on Ultimate Dirt TV's Facebook and YouTube channel as well. So make sure you come back and stick around, and hopefully race number 2 is going to work out a lot better. So down the back straightaway, Holloman leads from Brenner. Roberts in position number 3 right now. Brenner catching the front stretch wall, but let me tell you, he got a run on Holloman off the exit of turn 4. In the 1 and 2, Holloman works the top side of the racetrack. Oh, Holloman shut the door in 3 and 4 on Brenner. Brenner through the middle right now. 8 laps to go. Roberts by Brenner, and now Brandon Steele coming after Brenner as well. 7 to go. Brenner driving back around the outside of Chris Roberts. And now he tries to set his sights on the 14 again of David Heilemann. I think Brenner found something up top, just saying. Although there's almost a second between your first and second place runner. There's David Heilemann on screen. We come to 5 to go this time by.
5 to go.
Western Hill back up to position 5. Heilemann now encountering luck traffic. It's going to be the 18 of Jonathan Fleege. I know Fleege just trying to get out of the way, but it almost cost Brenner a bit of time in there and almost damage on that race car. Three laps to go. Brenner into the wall in 1 and 2. It's pretty much all but sealed a victory for David Heilemann. He doesn't need to do anything silly. 2 to go.
2 to go.
Battle on for 2nd and 3rd right now again. The white flag is out this time by for David Heilemann. 1 lap remaining, 3/4 of a mile, 4 turns around USA. He got the wall into 1 and 2.
Yellow flag is out.
Keep racing, keep racing.
You heard it from race control. They're going to keep racing. Although the mistake from Heilemann, it's not going to matter. Because the checkers are out. David Heilemann gets the win. 2nd will go to Brenner and Roberts home in 3rd. So Heilemann thinking about trying to burn it down. And he will park it on the front straight away. Alright, we're going to chat with our top 3 here in just a moment. Home in 3rd tonight, the 93, Chris Roberts. Chris, congratulations on 3rd. You almost had something for those guys late in the race. I mean, you're able to work the bottom side and you're actually able to work up high. I mean, how do you feel after that one?
I feel pretty good, Brett. It's 14th up to 3rd, and there for a little while had a shot. Once David got out in front, he kind of checked out, but every now and then I was getting my nose there on Brenner, so I was feeling pretty good about myself there.
A wild racetrack tonight. I mean, black slick, a cushion that was fairly high up on the wall, and some motocross jumps. It just seems to me that every time we come to USA, you're pretty much guaranteed a slick racetrack and some motocross jumps down the front straight away.
Yeah, that's it was definitely tricky. I mean, the start there, I don't think anybody's car was straight on the initial start of the race. But I mean, the cushion, I was running bottom through 1 and 2 just because for most part of the race there was a lot of fresh stuff down there coming out of the corner, and I know turn 2's always treacherous here running the high side, 3 and 4, there wasn't much on the bottom, so I stuck to the high side. But man, that cushion was right up against the wall. You know, I don't like running up there, and there's a hole coming up out of turn 4. They'll jolt the car around too. So it was definitely a tricky track, but once we got into a rhythm there, it was a fun track though.
All right, well, look, I know you would have been disappointed with the amount of courses we had, especially at the start of the race, but to finally get this long period of green flag laps at the middle part of that race, it must have been pleasing to see that guys were able to move around on the racetrack.
Yeah, it was definitely rough at the beginning. Didn't start off all that well. I think we had 4 or 5 yellows. Not even completing a full lap, so that was disappointing to start off. But like I said, once we got into a little bit of a rhythm there, we started ripping them off, and it was a fun time once we got going.
All right, you find yourself defending 410 champion so far. So I know you and I think Stephen are battling it out for a championship. I think it was just 17 points in this. So, I mean, these points championship come the latter part of the season. I mean, this is where it gets down to the nitty gritty, and this is where you need to finish near the front of these races.
Yeah, that's a fact. We came in 17 points separated tonight. Do got 4 drop races for this series, so that will really shake things up. After this week will be the max races that can count. So after next week being off for the Knoxville Nationals, the week after that, so the last 2 weeks of the season, the drops will take effect. So that could really stir the pot. Might bring some other guys into the mix too. So you never know, but I'm sure it'll make it an exciting end of the season with how close we are right now.
All right, well done on third place here tonight, and maybe you just need to qualify and get through your heat race a little bit better, and you never know, you might just find yourself 1 or 2 spots further up on the podium. But I'm sure there's a few people you'd like to thank.
I don't know, man. I'd like to qualify better, but every time I qualify good, I wind up wrecking or finishing further back than when I start in the back. But so maybe I'll just keep doing what I do and keep the nose clean. But yeah, I want to give shout out Wicked Cushion, Matt with Wicked Cushion, for everything he does for us with this series, the league. If you haven't checked it out, go to the Wicked Cushion website. Got some sweet looking DOB Wicked Cushion t-shirts. All 3 of mine came in earlier this week, so I can't wait to wear those to the track one night. Blue Sphere for what they do for us on Tuesday nights. You bred up in the booth with Ultimate Dirt TV. Everybody who watches us, thank you. Thanks for the support, and all the drivers, that come out and run with us, dirty old bastards. Thank you. Nice car count again for the 410s. It's great to see a full field of 410s. And then Aaron, with DTV, it's just me and him tonight, and he said that last run he was able to drive up from 18th to 9th. So good job to him.
All right, there we go. That was Chris Roberts there. Hylam, and I will meet you in. Don't mind if it's your Discord. We'll tell you, I'll thank your sponsors while we got the chance. TeamVLR.com, TAC3 Defense, Down Under Graphics, and OSR Network as well. How about that, Heidelman? They good? Well, race number 1, round number 9 completed here. Well done to David Heidelman in the 14. He gets the job done in that 14 on the top as well. So race number 2, we're going to be live again in about 15 minutes time. So make sure you come back to watch the second race of the series of that one. That'll look race number 1 here on Ultimate Dirt TV. If you haven't done so already, hit the like and follow button on Facebook. Hit our subscribe button on our YouTube channel. And we're going to be back again in just a few short moments' time. In fact, we're going to be back in about 15 minutes' time, so make sure you come back and stick around for that one.